Eric Lima here. You are watching my YouTube show in which my sentimental thoughts come from my heart, also when my mental oddball shenanigans come from my brain. It's EML77 TV, episode 606. Welcome to the show. I just got finished watching Monday Night on Raw. This is a... But I want to address something first. It seems like one of my pictures from years ago has been used on many different websites. I was holding the old school Intercontinental title, not this one, not this current one, but like the little cheaper toy versions of it, and the European title, giving a thumbs up. And I'm referred to as a wrestling nerd. And yeah, I'm a big wrestling fan, and I know all, but I was a little upset because nobody gave me permission and all that, and I thought I was being trolled on once again, but I did not know my picture was being used, and I didn't know about this. This happened in 2014, so it's like, oh, okay. But then again, kayfabenews.com was the ones that used my picture more times than anything else, giving me all sorts of different nicknames, and like, I don't know why they use my pic. It's like, I don't know if I'm supposed to be the stereotypical wrestling nerd or something like that, but I'm proud to be a wrestling fan, and I love watching professional wrestling on TV. And then they made a meme that says, doesn't watch UFC, prefers fake fights. UFC, I respect those athletes and all, and we got, and they think wrestling is fake, but again, it's the theatrics of it, the storylines of it. That's what makes it fake. What makes it real is the moves they do in the ring, bouncing out the ropes, and everything else. So that's all I'm going to say about that. And it's like, I thought I was going to be, I was a little insulted. I admit I was a little upset, but you know what though? It is what it is. No big deal. And I thought it was pretty funny though when Kayfabe News uses it. I'm like, what's up with this, man? I figure, I figure, a lot of people kind of insulted me, with the mom's basement jokes. That's, oh man, it's so old. And come up with some new, get a hobby or come up with some new comedy material. Jeepers, man. Listen, the thing is that they don't understand what some of us folks some of us people that do live in their parents' basement go through. As far as financial situations, you know what I mean? Because when we were kids, our parents couldn't afford to get us a lot of stuff that we wanted or needed, and once we had a job of our own and able to drive and all that, we had to go out and get the stuff that our parents couldn't get us in the past. So we're kind of like making up for our parents, inability to get us the gifts that we wanted, And unfortunately, it cost us in the long run for opportunities to get a house and everything else, and get our own apartment, and I'm not saying, oh, it's our parents' fault or anything like that. No. I mean, the things happened the way it happened, the way we lived in these circumstances. I mean, it's like some of these people who make jokes about being in mom's basement do not understand what we go through throughout life. They don't understand our childhood. They don't understand anything like that. That's okay, because I don't expect them to. I don't expect these people to that make fun of us, make fun of me, make fun of wrestling fans, make it, oh, live in mom's basement. I don't expect anybody to understand. Sad case. Oh well, c'est la vie. Anyways, this was one of the best Raws ever being watched, and it started off with a very beautiful moment. Becky Lynch said she had an announcement to make, and everybody's speculating. Some say she's injured, some say she's going to make some movies with Marvel Universe, and the biggest speculation in all that, she's pregnant. But she came to the ring with the Women's Money in the Bank briefcase. I'm like, okay, why is she carrying that? Asuka won it. Something's going on. She came out, and she said that I had a meeting with the board of directors and everything else. I asked the board of directors, to raise the stakes of the women's Money in the Bank ladder match last night. So, and she said she's going to go away for a while. And she was fighting back tears. And then Asuka comes out, was a little upset. And I was like, Asuka, calm down. You know, Becky was a little emotional. Baxter was a little emotional. You know, like, Becky's trying to calm Asuka down. I said, listen, Asuka, I am going to go away. I relinquished the Raw Championship last night, so you were not just fighting for the Money in the Bank briefcase. And then Becky opened up the briefcase. The women's title was inside. And then Becky goes, you want a new Raw Women's Champion. Asuka was pretty excited about that. And she goes, and then Becky Lynch is like passing of the torch, saying, Asuka, you go and be a warrior. I go home and be a mother. That's right. Becky Lynch confirmed she was pregnant. It was a beautiful moment. And then Asuka was so happy for her and gave her a big hug. Which I thought I was near tears. That was a beautiful, beautiful moment. I mean, both ladies were happy for each other. Becky's happier that Asuka's the Raw Women's Champion, and Asuka was so happy for Becky that she's going to be a mom. So it's like, it was so cool. It was so beautiful. I was sad I'm going to miss Becky. She was one of the most entertaining female superstars on that roster. So congratulations to Becky Lynch and her fiance Seth Rollins. I think having a child is a beautiful thing. And I'm not a parent myself. I'm not a parent myself, but you know, I've witnessed my siblings, some of my other siblings, like my brother Michael, my sister Cora, and now my sister Jules going to have another baby. So a beloved, belated Happy Mother's Day to Becky Lynch. So I'm just really excited about this. So and just seeing Asuka hug Becky, that was the most beautiful thing ever. And so technically, Asuka already cashed in the Money in the Bank the quickest, you know. And so you didn't think that, what could have happened is Becky would have approached Asuka last night and told her, open the briefcase. There's something more than just a contract. And then, that would have been made Money in the Bank even that more epic. But that's okay, making Raw very epic as well. And, it's just an opinion. But Raw is just about as epic as anything. And just a beautiful moment. It was really cool to see that. And just, have Asuka genuinely happy for her. And then Becky's like in tears saying, I'll miss you guys. We're going to miss you, Becky. We love you. You're going to be a great mom. Just be totally awesome. Be the best Mama Lynch ever out there. And before you know it, Lacey Evans and Tamina and Becky Lynch could be known as the Mama Bear. I can see those three join forces as the Mama Bears when Becky comes back. It'll be really cool to see. Well, speaking of coming back, they had a moment of bliss, and the Iconics are back, and they challenged Alexa Bliss and Nikki Cross to a tag match, and they beat them in a non-title match. So the Iconics next week are getting the tag team title shots. It's great to see the Iconics back. I love them. They're very entertaining. They're fun. And you go to be joking, mate, And then R-Truth and Pretty Ricky, I thought that was pretty hilarious. A lot of craziness was going on, too. The dissension in the ranks between Andrade, Angel Garza, and Austin Theory. Drew McIntyre came to the ring, and Claymore kicked all of them. And, I think Drew McIntyre beat Andrade one-on-one. And then you got, Seth Rollins totally snapped and busted up Rey Mysterio's eye. So hopefully Rey Mysterio will be all right. So, but Murphy and Aleister Black went at it. So it's going to be crazy in itself. So it's a lot of craziness has happened. And the Street Profits beat the Viking Raiders 74-2 in a basketball game, and then all of a sudden, Eric told Ivar, Ivar was really show him. Ivar shooting free throws like nothing. Went to a slam dunk and just made it. He said, Eric said, we just let you win. I mean, I'm like, what? It was so strange. It was so strange. That was a strange segment, though. And then you got the brand-to-brand invitation, which I think is very, very exciting. To come to find out that SmackDown's King Corbin will go one-on-one with Drew McIntyre next week. That's going to be a heck of a matchup. Both men are, close to size and weight, and I think it's going to be evenly matched. It's going to be evenly matched up. So this is going to be very interesting, a huge match for King Corbin. But then you got Elias running around torturing King Corbin. So I think King Corbin better be eyes in the back of his head. And then you got the advertisement of The Undertaker's documentary on the W Network, which made AJ Styles throw popcorn at the TV screen, getting upset. I'm like, AJ Styles is sore. He's sore that he still lost to The Undertaker at WrestleMania. And then, MVP dissed Lana. Lana was upset, So Bobby Lashley's joined forces with MVP as well as Shane Thorne and Brendan Fink. So I think our MVP's got a little group of his own going. So it's going to be a very interesting situation, Monday Night Raw to say the least. So Bobby Lashley did beat Humberto Carrillo in a no disqualification match. I gotta tell you, I'm very mind blown about the whole Becky Lynch thing. It's like, wow, I know it's huge bringing a life into this world, and Becky's done just about everything in the WWE. Now, with Asuka's Raw Women's Title victory, that makes her the second Grand Slam champion in the women's division. Although she did one better than Bayley. Asuka won is now the Raw Women's Championship. She won the SmackDown title. She had a long reign with the NXT Women's Championship. She held the Women's Tag Team Championship with Kairi Sane. Had a Money in the Bank and won a Royal Rumble. Did Bayley win the Women's Royal Rumble? No, she did not. So Asuka's already got 6 accolades in the WWE. One up on Bayley. And that's totally mind-blown. So with this brand-to-brand invitations, I would imagine if something, let's say Johnny Gargano decided, well, wait a minute, brand-to-brand invitation, I can make NXT, go bigger than NXT. I'm about Raw or SmackDown. Imagine, if you will, that occurs. Who would Johnny Gargano go after? I say Sami Zayn, get the Intercontinental title away from him, Start with that. You never know. I know I come up with any far-fetched storylines, but you never know what's going to happen in WWE, basically. But, when Von Baskin does it, he really reaches. He really reaches. Baby steps. Let's see. Edge and Randy Orton. What a confrontation they had. Orton's challenged Edge to a straight-up wrestling match at Backlash. Edge has got a lot to think about here. I hope Edge does accept it. Well, I like his new shirt, Get Grit. I want to get that shirt because that's a shirt that is totally awesome. So, yeah, it was one of the best Raws ever. I think the most heartwarming moment to see Becky Lynch announced that she was going to be a mother, and Asuka was the first one to congratulate her. And see all the superstars in the back congratulating Becky Lynch. Vince McMahon hugged Becky Lynch, congratulating her. It was something that it was a beautiful moment for Becky. Once again, and that's what I said. And another beautiful moment is when Asuka was getting an interview being Raw Women's Champion. Kairi Sane came up to her and congratulated her, dancing around, celebrating, rejoicing about Asuka's victory. It was very huge, and it was really it was a beautiful moment between two good friends, and just it was a lot of fun. So this means a brand-to-brand invitation. I wonder if Io Shirai could say, I want Asuka. I know she wanted to face Asuka. Was one of her, and Io knows Asuka very well. When they were two-thirds of a team, along with Io's sister Mio, as part of Triple Tails team. So I could see Asuka and Io to hook up in a matchup. Imagine if it's going to be the brand-to-brand Brand to Brand invitation. What if Kairi Singh goes to SmackDown and said, "Hey, I want the SmackDown Women's Championship"? So they, imagine, and then we got Charlotte going to NXT, going to SmackDown this Friday. So this is going to be a very interesting situation. The women's division is going to be really, really going to be changed forever. Now with Becky Lynch going to be out for a long time due to pregnancy, due to maternity leave, this is going to be a huge opportunity for the women in the Raw locker room to really step up. Asuka's now the champ. This is going to be very, very big, and I just, it's huge. It's totally huge. And I know it takes a huge blow to the women's division from a negative standpoint with losing Becky, because Becky Lynch was one of the best out there. But I believe Asuka can hold down the fort. She's going to do fine. She's going to make Asuka will make a great Raw Women's Champion. And excuse me, I'm a little bit tired. So it's going to be huge. It's going to be huge. It's going to be big. It's going to be mega big, majorly huge, and just totally mind blowing at this rate. I'm just it's huge. It's huge. It's going to be huge. A huge loss for the women's division on Raw, but at the same time, more women will be stepping up to the plate. And with the Brand invitation, I don't know if it's just for a one week thing only or what, once a week thing. Who you never know. They say anything can happen in WWE, so I'm kind of looking forward to it to see what Asuka can bring to with the Raw Women's Championship in her possession. She's held all the titles now. She accomplished a lot in her career here in the WWE in a good decent amount of time. Oh my gosh, excuse me. Good Lord. Yeah, I'm getting tired, man. That's my bedtime, man. Anyways, so I am looking forward to what's going to happen next week on Raw. The Iconics getting the shot at the Women's Tag Team Championship, and also on the card as well, Monday Night Raw. And let's see. Ryan Ray podcast. So it is something to have a new follower on Instagram. Okay. I'm following back. Yeah, that win by R-Truth, Ricochet, and Cedric Alexander versus MVP Brendan Vink and Brendan Vink and Shane Thorne. That was a huge victory for them. So it's if I keep yawning, I do want to apologize. And I was wondering what the heck is that symbol on top of the thing. Owners approve a proposal to start when I gotta check this out for a minute. Start baseball season in July, so baseball season will start in a couple of months. That's some good news. At least we get some other sport going. I got a lot of emails to wow. Enter for a chance to win a 5-shop gift card. Oh, cricket. I don't have cricket, so let's forget that. And oh wait, more markers red. 50 emails I forgot to erase. Liberty, liberty, liberty. All right, excuse me. So, what I'm trying to say is that next week on Raw is going to be very interesting to say the least. so WWE Backlash. And just, let's see. What other matches I know? Oh, yeah, Drew and Corbin going one-on-one. So 2 big matches tomorrow night on Raw. It's a... excuse me. So, that's going to be, that's huge. Oh, look at that. Asuka's the new Raw Women's Champion. Yep. Holding that Money in the Bank briefcase. And Raw Women's Champion. There you go. That's a happy Asuka. Taking the photo shoot. So Asuka should be proud. So that's huge. Asuka being the Grand Slam champion. It was a beautiful thing. So once again, congratulations to Becky Lynch. I pray that the baby be healthy and whole and beautiful. And not only that, you never know. The kid will be possibly, he could possibly be a second generation superstar. You never know. As that child's going to have 2 great parents to learn a lot from. So it's a totally cool thing. And let's see what happens next week on Raw. We'll see what happens this Wednesday night on NXT, Friday night on SmackDown. And probably by next Monday night, I'll probably go back to work if everything decides to open up again. Unless the governor has decided to extend the quarantine. And if that's the case, there'll be a lot of changes, obviously. So we'll see what happens. Alrighty then. If I do go back to work, there'll be a lot of changes. So, okay, I want to thank everybody for watching the video. Episode 606 complete. And I'll do more of Get These Thumbs. I did unlock the Streets of Rage 1 versions of Adam Hunter and Axel. And Axel. I forget his last name. Axel Braun, I think it was. Streets of Rage 1 version. So, that's all I have left to say, and hopefully I'll see you guys on the next episode, okay? Peace, good night, God's blessings to you guys, and peace. See you later.